Hello friends, we are from Dhirubhai Ambani Institute of Information and Communication Technology situated at Gandhinagar. We have taken an elective course, Software Testing and Quality Assurance. We have a course instructor, Professor Saurabh Tiwari, who have an excellent knowledge of software testing. We have taken a project on mutation testing using MuEclipse tool. We have three members in our team, Raj Patel, Karan Patel and Vivek Patel. In this video, first of all, we will understand what is mutation testing, then we will understand what is MuEclipse, then we will see the installation of MuEclipse tool in our Eclipse IDE, then we will take a simple example on which we will understand the mutation testing using MuEclipse tool. In this video, we will understand one of the testing technique which is known as the mutation testing. First of all, we will understand what is mutation testing. Mutation testing is used to design new software tests and evaluate the quality of existing software. Mutation testing involves modifying a program in very small ways. Each mutated version is called a mutant, and the purpose of mutation testing is to help the tester to find effectiveness of his test suite. We will use MuEclipse tool in order to perform mutation testing. What is MuEclipse? MuEclipse is an Eclipse plugin which provides a bridge between the existing MuJava mutation engine and the Eclipse IDE. First of all, we will see the installation of MuEclipse tool. In order to install MuEclipse in Eclipse, first of all copy this link which is given in the description. Then go to your Eclipse. In the help menu, go for install new software. In install new software, you have to add this link. Click on the add button, left the name as empty and copy that link into the location, then click OK. It will show that there are no categorized item, so you have to uncheck the group items by category option that is shown in the details field. Once you uncheck that checkbox, you will find the MuEclipse feature in the name field. Click on the checkbox given before the MuEclipse feature. Click the next button. Again next button and click on the I accept the terms of the license agreement and click on the finish. Wait till the installation of the software. While installing, it will pop up one security warning. Click OK on that button. After the successful installation, the Eclipse will ask you to restart it again. Click yes. Eclipse will be restarted again. Then you have to download two jar files. Links for them are given in the description. Copy the second link to download extended oj.jar file and paste it in one of the Google Chrome, and here you will find the extended oj file. Click on that. The download will start automatically. Choose the path where you want to save that jar file. The jar file will be downloaded automatically, and to download the second jar file, that is for JUnit, copy the third link given in the description. Copy it in one of the browser. It will redirect you to various version of the JUnit. You need to download the 4.10 version of the JUnit. you have to click on the jar in the download options and store it wherever you want to store it.
We have seen installation of MuEclipse plugin into Eclipse IDE. Now we will set up environment to use MuEclipse plugin into Eclipse IDE. To set up environment, first of all create one source folder. To create source folder, right click on project name, go to new, go to source folder and give this source folder name test. Then click on finish. We will use this source folder to write our all test cases. We can also write their test cases into default source folder. After that, create one simple folder. To create simple folder, right click on Eclipse folder name, go to new and go to folder. Give this name folder lib. We will use this source folder to store our extended OJ jar file which we have already downloaded. To store extended OJ jar file, first of all copy that jar file, paste it into lib folder. To add this jar file into our system library, right click on jar file, go to build path and click on add to build path. Here you can see extended OJ jar file successfully added into reference library. Now we will add JUnit jar file into reference library. For that, right click on project name, go to properties, click on Java build path, click on button add external jar file, browse wherever jar file is, click on jar file, open and click OK. Now you can see JUnit jar file also successfully added into reference library. Now we will create one another last folder, simple. This folder is also simple folder. To create, click on new and folder. Give this folder name result. You have to give this folder name result because MuEclipse use this folder to store all their mutants that we will create in next session. Click on finish. So this was the process to set up environment for MuEclipse. After successfully set up environment, I will demonstrate MuEclipse tool using one code that I have written. This code is triangle.java. Here I will demonstrate this function. This function takes 3 arguments and this 3 argument is a side of one triangle, and this function will return whether this triangle is valid or its scalar type or its isoscalar type or its equilateral type. I have also written one test class to test this method. This test class is triangle.test. Here I have written some of the method to test different type of triangle. This test method is to check whether triangle is valid or not. This test method is to check whether triangle is equilateral or not. Same as these two methods is to check whether triangle is isoscalar or scalar. Here I am using JUnit framework test case class to write test cases because I am using JUnit 4 which is not support annotation with MuEclipse plugin. One thing is to note is annotation will work if we are using JUnit version 3, but it will not work with JUnit version 4.
Now I will show you how to generate mutants and how to test them. So first click on run button, then go to run configuration. Here you can see lots of options. To generate mutants for particular class, first you need to configure that class. You can see MuEclipse mutant here. Click on new configuration. In the directories, first browse the Java project in which you have written your code. As mutant output will always be stored in result folder, you have to browse result here. You can browse like this. Browse MuEclipse. OK. Choose result. Then browse bin as a class folder. Here you browse the class for which you want to generate mutants. I choose triangle class. Here you can see another option called operator. Click on that and select operator. I choose ROR as an operator. Run this. In the console, you can see that your mutants have been created. To see this, click on Windows button, then go to Show View and click on Other button. Here you can see MuEclipse. Click on Mutants and Results, then OK. Here the option is available now. You just need to refresh it. So I click on refresh button, then my class triangle, then method level class, and all the mutants are here. Just double click on any of the mutants to see changes made by tool. So I will show you. Here you can see that here C less than or equal to 0 and here C greater than 0. This is the change made by tool. Now I will show you how to test these mutants, how many mutants have been killed by or identified by your test suite and how many are still alive. So same as above, click on run, then go to run configuration, then configure the test setup, click on new configure. You can see MuEclipse test here. Most of the options are same as above. Here in the test set folder, browse the folder where you have written your test class. It can be test or source, whatever. My test class is in the source, so I choose source as my test folder. In the last option test, browse the class in which you have written your test cases. My test case is in the triangle test, so I choose that. You can see another options here, testing options. Just mark test traditional mutants and click on run. Here you can see all the details. How many mutants are alive, how many mutants have been killed, mutation score. Mutation score is nothing but total killed mutants by total mutants generated multiply with 100. Here you can see total mutants. This is 55. You can simply calculate it using killed mutants plus alive mutants, that is 17 plus 38, 55. Click on mutants. and result, refresh it same as above before. Here you can see all the mutants, some are killed and some are alive. I will show you one example of how to kill the live mutants. Why this mutant is alive and all the stuffs. So first I click on these alive mutants ROR 18. Here you can see that mutants A plus B less than or equal to C, and here A plus B less than C is equal to is removed by tool. Why these mutants is alive? Because no test case in your test suite could be able to identify these changes. That means no test cases failed because of these mutants. So you need to add another test cases to kill or identify this mutant. These are all the test cases. No test cases is able to identify these mutants. For example, let's take this 2 to 5. So A plus B less than or equal to C, that means 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, and that is less than 5. So here this test cases is pass. Let's see here, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, that is less than 5. This test cases also passes. Now let's see how to kill these mutants. So I will write one test cases that will identify these mutants and kill it. So let's write one test cases. Just change this name. So I have written these test cases in order to kill these mutants. Over here you can see that A plus B less than or equal to C, that is 2 plus 3 less than or equal to 5. So this test will pass here. Here you can see that A plus B is strictly less than C, and our new test case is 2 plus 3 is not strictly less than 5. So this test will fail here. That means this test identifies these mutants and will kill it. So now let's look at this. Just click on run, then go to run configuration, go to new configuration in test, run this. Now go to mutants and results, refresh it. Here you can see that ROR 18 has been killed. ROR 18 was alive before, now it has been killed. Same thing you can do for all the alive mutants and kill it. So thank you.
Video. Feel free to contact us in any query or doubt using any of the email ID described here, and we have uploaded our project on this link.